Hello everybody, Naughty Nana Des. How's everybody on this Tuesday? It is Canada Day. Canada Day. Only in Canada, eh? That's a fact, Jack. So yeah, we're going to do some fun things about Canada. We're always fun though. We're always good people up here in Canada, so cheers, dears. Gotta love it. Overkill? I don't think so. I think I look cute. Gotta celebrate, right? And that's my Canadian flag behind me. Because not only is it because I have 2 gay kids, I have tons of LGBTQ 2+ spirited friends. And yeah, Canada is a melting pot. Every color is welcome. So yes, we are a rainbow, and that's why I have that flag. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome. This is my little piece of heaven right here, and I hope you enjoy it. So, let's get into this. And hangers on, I love ya, love ya, love you some more. That's right. First, I want to get something off my chest here. As Carol Lying was saying, Prime Minister Carney and Canada caved. Wrong answer, lion face. Prime Minister Carney did not cave. He knows how that narrow little mind of the mango moose knuckle works. He took that tax off the table for one reason: the betterment of Canada. That's why he took it off the table. Because without it, that whiny, huge, giant baby sitting in his high chair there, slamming his spoon on his little tray and trying to eat carrots by himself and smearing it all over his face, refused to talk. So, Carney knows his way around him. And I think he, in my humble opinion, I think old Mango Moose Knuckle's about to get schooled. Because those tariffs, if those 50% tariffs don't get off our steel and aluminum and all the rest of the stuff, there's no free trade agreement. We have free trade agreements with people all around the world. We don't need him. So we'll see. We shall see what we shall see. Shall we? So, here's the thing. In Canada, in mostly Quebec and Ontario, we buy our milk in bags. It comes in a bag, and inside that bag, there's 3 bags, which comes to about 4 liters, just a little more than a gallon. But they come in individual bags, like this. Now what you do is, when you get home, you take the bag out of the bag, and then you take the scissors, you hold it up like this, and you snip that corner off, and then you grab the bottom, and you pour it into the Freshie jug. That's how it's done. Put the lid on the Freshie jug, put it in the fridge. Or, if you have the container specifically made for our bags of milk, do not snip that corner off first. What you have to do in that case is you take the bag of milk and you put it in the container, and then you slam it a couple times like that, maybe a couple times on the counter until it's in there, and then you snip the corner off, and then you pour it from that jug. Bet you didn't know that. So yeah, but don't snip that corner off if you put it in the regular milk jug. Don't snip that corner off until you've done that. Poutine. Now poutine, it's not poutine. It's not, it's poutine. Don't knock it till you tried it, folks. It's glorious, glorious, perfectly golden French fries, topped with cheese curds, with a nice super heaping helping of some nice, dark, rich gravy. Melts those cheese curds, that's really good. Now you think that's weird down there in the United States, but guess what? You guys have chili cheese fries. Just get rid of the chili and put gravy. The cheese is there. It's not much different. It's really not. Just the bit, it's the rich brown gravy. Ooh, ooh, some good. Alberta has a UFO landing pad. It's been around since, I believe, 1965. And there's a big plaque there welcoming UFOs. Because at the time, apparently, there was a lot of UFO sightings out west. There was a organization in the United States Air Force called Project Blue Book. And when I joined the military in '77, they actually came up here where I am and did a whole story on the UFOs that were up here. Stranger things. We say sorry a lot. We are made fun of for saying sorry. Some say we can't be sincere if we say sorry all the time. But here's the thing. We say sorry about 9 times a day, on average. And when our buses are out of service, like say there's an accident and the bus happens to be in the accident, they have sorry. You know where the destination is, 45th Street bus or whatever? Yeah, they have a sign up there. It says sorry. Yeah, that's how wonderful we are. Or it just says sorry out of service, or sometimes it just says sorry. Now, the only time I thought that was pretty bad was in the dead of winter. It was snowing and blowing. I was coming home from a gig at a club, and there was 2 young fellas at the bus stop there. And the bus came by. It slowed down a little bit, and the driver went, pointed to the thing, sorry out of service, and it was heading back to town. I'm thinking if he was wanting to be really Canadian, that maybe he would have just taken them into town with him. But it's an insurance thing, right? If something happens, that bus is out of service. But they could also be the 2 that would sue the bus company. Just saying. So, we're sorry that we had to include that. We say sorry so much that each province had to put in their provincial law books that just because somebody says sorry, like at an accident or something, the first thing is that, ooh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry your car's messed up is probably what we're saying. We're not saying we did it, but that had to go in there to say that sorry was not an admission of guilt. So yeah, it's in the law books. So we tell people sorry when they bump into us. Or if they step on our foot. We go, oh, sorry, are you all right? Yeah, but first, it usually ends with a, are you okay? Are you all right? It does. But yeah, they bump into us, we say sorry. Sorry we were in your way? I don't know. Now hockey. Hockey is our national pastime up here. Now the first organized indoor hockey game was played in Montreal, Quebec. 1875 was the night of that game. And organized hockey was done by a guy named James Creighton. Now the Micmac people of Nova Scotia played the very first type of hockey game. Let's say that. They used sticks and a ball. And I'm guessing that's how road hockey started. I really am. Then people could go out there and play. They have their nets out on the road and stuff. See a car coming, holler, car! Everybody moves the nets off, lets the car go by. As soon as the car's gone, the nets come back out. Game on! Yep, that's road hockey. Ask our Prime Minister. He loves playing road hockey. We have the world's longest coastline, or about 60% of the world's coastlines in total. We have the largest. Canadians love craft dinner. We eat 55% more craft dinner than Americans do. We call it KD. I imagine you do too. But do you put wieners in yours? We do. Craft dinner and wieners. Yum yum, bubble gum. Yeah, wieners. We had the longest undefended international border in the world. Until the mango moose knuckle decided to come up and back it all up. Elbows up, Canada. Ooh, elbows up. We have the Great Lakes. And no, Donnie, you don't get to rename any of them. Just because one of them is called Lake Michigan, it's not after the state. Lake Michigan comes from the Ojibwe, and also known as, or Chippewa people, and it's called Michigami, which means large lake or great water. It reflects its great size and significance as a major body of water, and to the Ojibwe, miigwech. When you come to a Canadian home, you take off your shoes at the door. But while you're taking your shoes off, the first thing we're going to say is, can I get you a drink? Now, even if it's bad news coming to the door, or it's good news, or the neighbor needs a cup of sugar, can I get you a drink? We just do that. It's like moose knuckle. That's a Canadian thing. It's like a camel toe, but only for males. Hence, the mango moose knuckle. Just saying. When people ask for how far is it to go to wherever, well, we normally give you the distance in time. Like I am 4.5 to 5 hours north of Toronto. Well, depending on weather, because if there's a big snowstorm, I could be 7.5 hours north of Toronto. Or depending on the many washroom breaks or little pit stops we take for snacks, could be 5 or 6, 5.5 hours. That's how far we are from Toronto. We have pencil crayons. In the States, they call them colored pencils. But we call them pencil crayons up here. And we spell color, C-O-L-O-U-R. We spell favor, F-A-V-O-U-R. And we spell neighbor, N-E-I-G-H-B-O-U-R. We pronounce things differently than Americans do. It's not wrong, it's just different. Nuclear is another one. We say fucking the dog, which means something totally different if you're in the southern states. I'm just saying. Here, it just means fooling around or doing as little work as possible. For instance, Buddy will say to his co-worker there, hey buddy, where's the moose knuckle at? Oh, him. He's out in the garage fucking the duck, or fucking the dog as usual. Yeah, that's our term. And you guys use a thing called cornholing. Oh, Jesus, we don't do that up here. That means something totally different up here. It's like, shove it up your arse with a corn cob? Yeah, that's cornholing up here. We play beanbag toss. Little tamer, I think. Doesn't hurt as much either, I would imagine. What's the next thing here? We can tell people, we can make people run when we hold the door open. Because see, us Canadians, we'll hold that door. You could be 30 seconds behind us, and we'll stand there and hold the door for you. We will. And then there you go. You start running, so we don't have to stand there. And we say, there you go. And they say, oh, I'm sorry it took so long. But they'll run and say sorry because we had to wait for them. Didn't matter that it was our idea in the first place. And we say sorry because we made them run. And they say sorry because they didn't run fast enough. We have washrooms. Americans have restrooms. We go in there to do our thing and wash up and carry on. Because why would you call it a restroom? I can think of many places I would rather rest than in a shitter. You? Now, I heard this the other day. It was a guy that puts these things up called Mongo Status. You see, Canadians seem to be the only ones who will go to a Costco, and if one person is sitting at a table, we'll go up and ask, can we sit with them? And by the time we're done, we know everybody's family history, where they're from, who their kids are, what their hobbies are. We just get into a big conversation and we conclude everybody around us. We have all walks of life here and we find out about all these different things by talking to people. I find in the States when you go into places like that, if there's 4 tables there and there's only one person at each table, anybody waiting, nobody would dare go over and say, excuse me, can I sit here? You wouldn't do that. You stand up and eat your lunch first, or you sit there and wait for 20 minutes while your food gets cold till they get up and leave. Why wouldn't you just say, "Excuse me, can I sit with you?" You don't, though. You stand there and eat your dinner standing up, or wait till somebody leaves. That's foolishness as far as I'm concerned. That's just foolish. We just take it on the chin and go with it. That's what we do. What else is there? We call our electric bill our hydro bill, because we use hydroelectric power up here for the most part, so it's always been the hydro bill as long as I can remember. And at home, we have supper. We go out to dinner, but we have supper at home. We say foyer. Foyer. In the States, they say foyer. It's not. It's a foyer. It's not wrong, it's just different. Well, maybe it is wrong. Just saying. Now, while watering the flowers up here, I don't know if Americans do this or not, but it wouldn't be the first time that I have slurped out of the hose there to get a drink. I'm at the other end of the house and my water bottle's out here. I'm not going around the house to get it. I'm just not. I'm going to hang out here and slurp right out of the hose. That's what I'm going to do. And we drink tap water up here. We do. I've had American cousins come up here and say, "Oh, Jesus, so you're drinking out of the tap?" Yes, and then they taste and go, "Oh, Jesus, that's good." We got good tap water up here. We do. And I think Alberta, after 10 years, has just started putting fluoride back into the water. Listen up, RFK Jr. We're adding fluoride back to the water because kids' teeth are rotting out of their heads. So there's that. And last but not least, I just got to tell you that it is still illegal to drag a dead horse down Yonge Street in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So that's a little bit of Canadian history on this beautiful Canada Day. We're supposed to rain today, but look at us sit here. Well, I'm in the shade. So yeah, here you go. Happy Canada Day, everybody. And where's the Viv? Oh, she's up on the porch. Let me get this. Say happy Canada Day, Vivi. Viv. There you go. So yeah, that's our thing for Canada Day. I hope you enjoyed it. Night and loves you so much. Be good, be safe, and please take care of you first. Have a kind word for somebody you don't know, please. We're all in paddling up Schitt's Creek without paddles, so we might as well get her done together. Just saying. I love you all, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.